I'm talking.
He's talking for me.
I'm talking for Daniel.
Talk for me, Daddy.
Oh yeah. You should pour your Red Bull in your cup. I spit in that cup.
You what?
Okay. You should do what Shapiro does. Do you ever just get a sore asshole? Well, I get a sore asshole all the time. That's why I use Sherman all the time. Sherman toilet paper is the best softest and all around perfect toilet paper there is in the market. You can get 20% off, but maybe you remember. All right, and we're live in 3, 2, 1. All right, welcome guys. I'm Brandon. We got Daniel, Dan the man, Dan Good Videos over here. Welcome to Becoming Alpha Podcast. We haven't done a podcast in a while. We thought we recently had a new opportunity here doing some tourist videos for Washington County. So we thought, let's break down the video, what we did, how we did it. We do have a sponsor today on the video. Today's episode is sponsored by light bulbs. Can't see well? Try a light bulb.
Light bulbs.
No, but so we recently finished a Washington County fall video. The point was to increase awareness of the fun activities there are to do year round. It's a 4-season destination video series.
How we got this client was actually very serendipitous in that
How we got the client.
How we got the client. How did we get this client? Steve Pease, Mr. Pease. I had a job interview back in college with this guy, Steve Pease, at Reinders. And what ended up happening with that was I always told him about my video stuff. He hired me to do some drone stuff for Reinders and golf courses. And then Brandon and I recently saw his name that he worked at Erin Hills.
Well, I cold called there.
Brandon cold called Erin Hills.
I was cold calling golf courses because it was summer and we wanted to create content for golf courses because we love being outside and we love golf.
And Steve Pease
picked up the phone and Dan goes, "That's Steve. I didn't know Steve worked at Erin Hills."
So
Yeah.
we talked to Steve. You know, Erin Hills didn't need anything. However, Steve is on the board for Washington County. He brought up our name because I did such great work with Steve and Reinders with drone shoots. That he suggested us. We got a call with Washington County. They told us that they wanted this, I think, 5 videos, summer, fall, winter, spring, and then the 5th video being like an overall
All-encompassing.
year-round video for Washington County. So the summer video started. That was excellent. We did not do a podcast on that. However, we are doing it for the fall for you guys because this was quite interesting and it's very similar to the summer. And we can go through how we found the voice actor and stuff like that. So I think the first part of this is probably the voice actor or the script. So why don't you go through the script and how that formulated?
Well, I think it came down more so to the meeting of what they were looking for. They were looking for some sort of vision, and we did a lot of research on other people's tourist videos, and it seemed like there was
our favorite?
Couple directions. Well, we love the Michigan ones. We looked at a bunch of other ones. Some were good, but some were just, I don't know if corny's the right word, but they were just selling you a specific experience and not engaging you with the opportunity of what there is in a space that you're visiting, if that makes sense. Yeah. So we really want to connect it. We like the artistic aspect of it, and we think it helps people want to watch your videos when it's not just like, hey, come here. It's like,
it's capturing emotion with feeling, and feeling, it can be visual and it can be audio, and you combine the both of those, like Visit Michigan, or what's it?
Pure Michigan.
Pure Michigan. Pure Michigan, we think, does it absolutely perfectly. So it was kind of referenced off of that in a sense, in terms of emotion from audio and emotion from video put together in a very cohesive way.
Yeah. So when I was writing the script, something I like to do in free time is write comedy, write in general. And I just wanted to put together a script for really capturing what each season was. So for this one, I was sitting thinking, and I think I was in the shower when I was like, what is fall? And I just kept thinking, and it hit me. It seems like fall's a calling to me, because fall is about scarcity. You know, we get maybe a month or two of real, you know, leaves color change before snow comes in. We get a month of pumpkin patches, Halloween. It's really, it's one of my favorite seasons. I know it's a lot of other people's favorite seasons, but it's so short lived. It's like, how do we capture this short-term calling that fall has? That's like, so different than any other season where you don't repeat, you know, the pumpkins and the cornfields and you're not, you know, you don't get that experience any other time of year other than this month to 2 month window.
It's almost like the experience of death, you know, death, spring being rebirth, fall being death.
And I think that's what we did, where we made the summer video very higher energy, very bright energy. And we made this one more, you know, kind of,
we pulled it back a little bit. It was more dramatic, more contrast in the colors, especially with the video, and music, then same with
sound design,
the music and the sound design.
Yeah. So when I was writing the script, I was like, fall's a calling. What can we connect it to? Why do people love fall? Why do people want to get out? Why do people want to camp? Why do people, you know, want to spend time with their family? And it was to disconnect. So the original script I wrote had to deal with how you can disconnect from your phone, disconnect from the internet, and connect to new and old experiences that really bring people together. What do you think? Should I read through it or no? And do the change?
Sure.
Yeah.
Or
I mean,
just what are the changes?
Yeah. So the changes really were, they didn't feel that the aspect of technology resonated with their core demographic. So essentially all the technology lingo in it was changed to a couple different lines. So something that I've been learning while working with Dan is, if you're in marketing, sometimes what your artistic vision is, especially in videography and writing and copy, sometimes what your vision is, even though you see it and you see the end goal and you think it works, it doesn't always align necessarily completely with what the client wants. And it's kind of something you just got to work with, where you can explain what your reasoning is, but at the end of the day, it's their product and it's what their goal is. And it's, if they see that that's the way that they want to hit the goal, you have to do what you have to do to make them happy.
So for instance, you could see the very first line in the first draft is, here, fall is more than a season, it's a calling. But the first line in theirs is, in Washington County, fall is more than a season, it's a calling. So the artistic style of this is, ooh, bitch, where is this place? But in theirs, it's like, here we are.
Yeah.
You know?
See, and that's what I was thinking, was like, here, fall's a calling. And it makes your brain go, well, where's here? It makes you want to watch another second, was my thought process. Whereas the disconnect was, they wanted the name because they want the name recognition. I get to it, but I want people to watch. I want people to see more shots, see more things they have to offer. So their thought process was, and they could be right, but that was my creative, you know?
And then if you look at the very first shot, it is a drone shot of Holy Hill. So it's a gorgeous shot. And when you say here, fall is whatever it is.
Also, I did the first version of the voiceover, and I liked myself
Fall
better.
is more than a season, it's a calling. A lot of people know Holy Hill, and if you don't, it is a gorgeous shot regardless. So it kind of triggers in your mind, ooh, bitch, where is this? Kind of thing.
Yeah. So that was that. And then the next line, if you pull that up, Dan, the next line was, it's a call that can't be answered by a smartphone. Or it's a ring that can't be answered by a smartphone. They didn't want that. They didn't want to connect it with the technology. So it got reworded in that sense, which I liked, but it is what it is at the end of the day. And as long as they're happy, that's our goal.
Was there any other big changes?
The water lapping on the shore.
Oh yeah, water lapping. And that was completely added by them. We didn't have the word lapping in there.
And then the ending word where I used content to connect it to, that was just lingo change towards the end, other than that lapping shoreline. But it still turned out really well. It's just you being willing to hey, when someone's paying you got to be willing to let go of some stuff,
Yeah.
So
then we'll get to the actual video itself, and you can see how this was used, capturing emotion with the audio, capturing emotion with the visual, audio being two form, one, the script, and two, FX. So we did a lot of sound design in this with water, leaves crunching, wood creaking, all that good stuff. Something else to note is we did get our voice actor off of Fiverr. And we did a lot of research with this. We had a lot of ideas where we were going to have the summer be a man, the fall be a woman, and then the winter be a kid, and kind of go through the whole family.
We wanted to connect family to every solar season, saying that there's something for everyone. But then we came back at it thinking, we'd rather remain consistent with the ads, with the videos. And we really liked the first guy we worked with.
I think the voice actor that we got was incredible. Especially in this second one, I think he gave us a little more. And me adding the edits to the audio really brought life out into it throughout this video. So we'll play the video through. Brandon and I can talk about how we went through this. So I guess let's watch it first.
One day I'll be a voiceover in Washington County, Wisconsin.
Yeah, we started with you with the voiceover, and it was good. But Jonathan won.
I'm no Jonathan one.
Johnny won, whatever his username is.
His voice is smooth as butter.
In Washington County, fall is more than a season. It's a calling. Its ring is the vibrant colors and sound of leaves crackling when you walk the trails in a park system of 1,200 acres. It's a call to the sound of water lapping the shores on one of many lakes. When searching the winding roads and trails, stop and listen for fall's crisp invitation. It may invite you to celebrate friendship at Oktoberfest, or discover a new favorite restaurant. For some, it's a craving to visit something historic while creating some history of their own. For many, fall allows family time to disconnect and enjoy the peacefulness that a cabin and great company provides. It's why in Washington County, Wisconsin, fall is more than a season. It's an experience to be answered by all, where we can find something new and gain respect for something old. We invite you to find your fall calling at visitwashingtoncounty.com.
So going through this video a little bit, you could hear a lot of sound design from the leaves and the crunching, and even just the ambient sounds behind it. And I think we can go through this real quick and just kind of lay out the thought process. Like we said before, we started this with like the "ooh bitch, where is this place?" And that's why we wanted this on with this beginning drone shot.
Mystery.
Yeah,
That's what Halloween is. That's what fall is,
behind it. Beautiful, gorgeous colors. And then right away we got into this shot.
Gristmill.
The gristmill. This dude was excellent. If you watch our vlog, this guy's in the vlog quite a bit. He is not our tour guide.
He kept saying he's not the tour guide, but he knew like damn near everything about that building.
So we had him walking up to this. This honestly is a gorgeous shot, and sound design behind it.
It's a calling.
Birds, ambient sounds. This too. This is actually Elaine. Brandon and the other dude walked forward. I kind of stayed here for this shot, and also there's another shot in here.
And also, what's cool about this is
this shot right here. This shot right here was from that same area.
I grew up in Washington County. My family still lives there. and what was cool for me, with the exception of Holy Hill, I'd never been to any of these places. So it was cool to put together something that will help maybe other people know that this stuff exists, because I wouldn't know. Like this overlook that you're looking at right now, with the Ranger.
Yeah,
I didn't know that trail was there, and it's beautiful.
Yeah. This was set up for us. This Ranger here, very awesome dude. And this is actually his family.
His whole family.
This is his daughter,
Yeah.
her husband, and their 2 kids. And this, I think, is an excellent shot, because it's almost like the Ranger kind of showing them, I don't know, teaching them.
Yeah.
In a sense. We were maybe like 5 days before the color
Peak season, yeah.
so we
peak.
do have some reds and oranges in a way, but you can see that it's, especially around here, was a little bit too green, but great nonetheless. This shot was given to us, not a bad shot, just because, like I said, we did miss that fall color, just barely. So this was that shot.
The dude from Glacier Hills, they just had drone footage, so I think that's the only shot that we did not take in this whole video.
And then water, water lapping the shores. This shot, Holy Hill, Elaine really wanted this shot, so we put that in there. It is a nice shot.
Well, I wrote the script just to still line with that shot.
Yeah, so we had winding roads, and that was the winding road. This is Elaine in the tour guide. What's his name? Yeah, I can't remember his name, but super cool guy.
I don't want to say a wrong name.
Yeah, this is the bridge behind that farm. Another gorgeous shot. We got the sun coming through. Very cinematic. The colors, again, yellows, contrasty, and then a beautiful flare coming from the sun. Why don't you talk about this, Brandon? Oktoberfest.
So I went to Oktoberfest in Germantown, which is where I'm from. Saw a bunch of people from high school. They were like, what's this dude running around with 4 cameras just looking like a weirdo? I probably look like I was balling with those cameras. But nonetheless, I went to this shoot by myself. It was a challenge for me, being a videographer apprentice, I would say, to Dan, being that my more thing is writing social media, sales and organization systems and stuff. I just tried to grab as much as I could. People in lederhosens, people having beers.
The lederhosens, that's what she wanted.
It was
lederhosens.
People think you just put a camera and you can. But when we're talking cinematic stuff, when we're talking professionally done stuff, and you can create content, take out your phone and do it. It works fine for a lot of people if that's just the stuff you're doing, organic stuff. But stuff like this, composing shots, Dan's so good at it. When I come back, I'm so nervous to sit down and put the SD card in, because I know he's just gonna roast me in a good way, constructively roast me.
Well, Brandon thought that the stabilizer is the cure-all
I
to
did
cinematography.
no such thing. I said
when he gets the stabilizer,
no, because originally the problem was I have shaky hands. So that's the number one thing. It's like, all right, how do we eliminate that? All right, I had the stabilizer. So at least we're eliminating the shakiness of the camera. Now it's time to, all right, how do we move the camera through spaces, compose shots, use foreground, background?
Yes. Now he's learning that it's composition.
Yeah.
There's a lot more than just
so much. There's more
footage.
steps to everything that you do, and then doing focus, picking your focus, all that kind of stuff.
So we had one good shot. Here it is. Brandon prevailed.
I just heard number 1 was all I heard out of that.
I think originally we did not have any Oktoberfest in this, and Elaine came back to us and said, we need lederhosens. And this was the one shot that worked with lederhosens in it.
I mean, we had the shots of people dancing. The problem is people were dancing, didn't have lederhosens on.
That's
and
what
then we had
needed.
the beer shot, which was pretty good, but no lederhosens. But lederhosens.
Brandon does
thing.
the beer shot and then goes, it's a boomerang.
Okay, so I'm not necessarily
does
a
not have
director.
boomerangs in it.
No, I made a joke because this group of people thought we were doing. I was doing photos, not video. So everybody went up to. It would be like a good 10 seconds. I'd be like, "Oh no, video," and then I'll go, "Oh," and yeah, then I'd look like a doofus.
So moving on, lederhosens, the Stillery. This was an edit. We had the sign as a separate shot, and she said, take the sign out and just have this shot.
I think that's such a gorgeous shot, though, for being a building. The symmetry on that shot, and like perfect with fall. They got the pumpkins out there and everything.
And it's all about composition, too.
Yeah.
Everything you need is in this shot for the most part.
Blue. Whoever painted that, it's just beautiful colors on the restaurant.
Yeah, there's a lot of great wear.
It just feels so welcoming when you look at that.
So moving past the distillery, this was an absolutely gorgeous shot, and this was actually inside that barn in the beginning.
The grist mill.
And when it comes to sound design, we'll play this for you.
It's a craving to visit something historic while creating some history of their own.
So
Did you add the? Is it there? I didn't hear it.
yeah.
Story while creating. It's a craving to visit something historic while creating some history.
So you need to, if you want the full effect, you have to listen to it with a speaker system because there's a lot of bass in this. And what I did was I used like that very spacey moon kind of vibe where there's a lot of low bass, very mysterious. And then we got the floorboards creaking. When it's played through a decent speaker system, you can hear it and it is very excellent. So moving past this, so we talk about children in this.
For many, fall allows
For family.
time to disconnect
So family, disconnecting,
and enjoy the peacefulness
You know,
that cabin and
cabin and great
great company provides.
company, your family. This was just a gorgeous shot, so we used it, which was in that same facility. This we talked about. Just another gorgeous shot of the colors.
More than a season. It's an experience to
This is the Ice Age Trail, which is Holy Hill. And again, we want people in the shots. And we want signs, kind of. Elaine wanted signs. So Ice Age Trail, you see here. This was an edit because at first we speed ramped through the Ice Age Trail, but she wanted that to slow down. And you can see it still is speed ramped where it comes here, and then it's slow motion. Again, Holy Hill. This was also an edit. There was a guardrail here and a sign, and we had to punch this in, but still beautiful nonetheless. And as you can hear throughout the whole thing, is still sound design, is still different types of birds, and just like an ambient nature sound. Just so it's not this guy talking.
Johnny won.
Johnny won. We love Johnny won. And then we end here, just some beautiful colors. Visit WashingtonCounty.com.
And no geese.
No geese. Watch our vlog and you'll see
We tried to get some dope geese.
what we're
shot.
talking about with the geese, because there was a flock of geese and I had this gorgeous shot of it, but they wouldn't fly.
So that's that. Anything
So
else?
they are pretty pleased with this. Johnny won. We appreciate you. We have used him twice now, and I told him that we're going to keep using him. He's actually down in Mexico. He's a professional voiceover artist. I think he lived in California for a while. He lived in Arizona for a while. And then recently moved down to Mexico, and I had a little correspondence with him. Just because I really appreciate what he does and what he did for us, and his voice is just so beautiful. So if you ever need a voice actor, a very cinematic voice actor, Johnny One's got you.
And if you're looking for anything fun to do, check out visitwashingtoncountry.com.
Tell him Becoming Alpha sent you.
And then get out there and become alpha. We're still working on it. Day by day.
Grinding every day. We're the grind masters.
So let us know what you think of the video. Let us know if you like it, what shot's your favorite, what shot you didn't like, anything constructive. Or if you have any questions that we could answer, go for it. Other than that, thank you, Light Bulbs, for sponsoring us.
We love light bulbs.
Light Bulbs.
We use them every day, honestly.
We do.
Yeah.
And you have any questions about website design, videography, video marketing, go to alphadigitalpro.com or check us out on Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, Vimeo,
We out there everywhere.
the tube.
We got vlogs. We got photos.
We're working
we got
on
good,
content.
wholesome content.
We're working on content. It's hard to do sales and content, but we gotta. So we're doing it. Taking
Yeah.
extra time now.
In our business, I think a lot of what we do is it's very busy for a few months and then it slows down for a few months. And we'll have like 4, 5, 6, 7 videos that we're doing all in the span of like 2 months.
And sites too.
And websites. And we literally just got done with 3 different websites, 4 different websites. If you count Brew Fitness was technically 2.
Yeah, that's true.
And then
Like 6 videos.
yeah, a lot of videos. MCW was a big one. So we just hit our lull where we finally got all these projects done.
But we got some more stuff coming up.
Yes.
Next time we're going to do, we got guests coming in, a photographer we shoot with,
Janelle. We just did a shot for Johnsonville Abacus Architects at the Johnsonville Global headquarters.
So we're going to break down that project and
Got a vlog.
And if you're into photography, Janelle's going to give us her insight. She did a fantastic job.
Alpha.
Yeah, she did. All around, they were extremely happy. So excellent job, Janelle. We're gonna have her. Hopefully, she's gonna come in. She got a new dog, new puppy.
We're
What did
bringing
she-
that in.
what'd she
It's a
get?
Pomsky.
Oh, she got a Pomsky. I told her to
I'm
send us a
ready.
pic.
I'm telling her to bring it in.
Yeah, so hopefully we're gonna have the Pomsky on the podcast talking about this. That would be extremely cute.
All right. Well, if you watch this, thank you. We appreciate you. Like we said, if we can help anybody else out, please reach out to us. We're happy to answer questions or help out in any way we can. Otherwise,
Stay alpha. Alpha.